WWE Monday Night Raw culminated last night from St. Louis, Missouri, and as you guys know, we were all wondering what was going to happen. Was the WWE actually going to put The Rock in the main event of WrestleMania? Was Cody really going to get snubbed from his position? All of these things, all of these questions that we had from Monday Night Raw have finally kinda been answered. Now, let me explain more. But beforehand, what you guys need to do is you guys definitely need to like this video. And when I say like it, I mean like that thing, you know? Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe. And when I say like it, I mean like actually like it, because it sends the algorithm, and the algorithm picks it up. That way new people come along and they come kick it with us. You feel me? So because over here we're creating a family. We're creating a community, a family, whatever you want to call it. We're creating that. We're going out of the YouTube box, and we're not gonna do what any of these other YouTube creators are doing, and we're gonna be cool as shit. You feel me? Sorry. I got too worked up there. But let's talk about this situation with Cody Rhodes, The Rock, and Roman Reigns. Let's do it.
Let's talk wrestling with Billy.
Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Billy. If you guys are new here, like I said in the beginning, like the video, subscribe, do all that. Guys, The Rock, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, all of those things, they've happened. They've taken place. Last night's Monday Night Raw, we all thought that we were going to be getting some huge answers coming from Cody Rhodes, but I just don't think that's how Triple H's WWE works. Now, it started coming out that all of this could potentially be a work. And when I say a work, I mean that The Rock and Roman, they were playing into the idea that, oh, this match can happen right now. The Rock went on to College Game Day a while ago with Pat McAfee and said that he was trying to create something special. Now, I'll tell you what, those tweets and everything that the people are giving Cody, that's something special. So the WWE may have done exactly what they were doing with Rock and Roman without it being for Rock or Roman, if that makes any sense at all. It's that Cody Rhodes is the person that they're creating to make a very special moment for. They're not doing it for themselves, I don't think personally. The more and more I look into this situation, I look at what it is. I had a buddy of mine, he texted me, and it was a picture of Rocky Balboa and where he was from, and it said Philadelphia. And then last night we had the mention of Sami Zayn and Rocky and not winning the first, I know this is all like cliche things and stuff like that, but I looked at the situation and I was like, man, could this really be a story of Rocky? He loses the first bout, and then the second time around he comes back and he wins it. These are questions that need to be answered. Are we witnessing like the real life Rocky scenario here? It's interesting, and it's actually really cool. So they're creating this special moment for Cody Rhodes. Last year he was devastated. He got it was in Hollywood of all places. It was he was getting everything that it was handed to him on a silver platter. It was. He comes back to the company, doesn't really have to work too crazy hard for it. Comes back, tears his pec, that sucked, that's some adversity, but he came back, won the Royal Rumble, and it wasn't enough. You know what I mean? So then 2023 happens, he goes through the year, and he has to fight through adversity, the Judgment Day, Shinsuke Nakamura, all of these things, to eventually win the Royal Rumble again, point at Roman Reigns, and not even the WrestleMania sign. And then a week later to come out and say that he's giving his WrestleMania match away? Yeah, see, it all felt a little off. I always looked at The Rock, and I was like, The Rock, he's always been a guy to come back, and he understood his position of power and things like that. But he never rubbed me as the guy to take a spot from somebody, and people jumped, and I think we all did. We jumped on the fact that, oh, Rock is Hulk Hogan, and he's doing that same thing, or well, I can't even say John Cena, because John Cena has handed everything back to the company, but that's a different topic. So I never really looked at The Rock as like the guy to take these positions from these guys who could potentially move the company forward. Now, I see a lot of comments and stuff like that. I see your guys' stuff in the comment section, And I see you guys and what you guys are talking about and what your theories are, and I do believe that they're all very, very, very valid theories. Every single one of them, to me, is valid. The one that stands out is a triple threat match, and I've said that before, just because looking at the 20, 30, now 40, it looks like they've put themselves in a position to have The Rock in that match somewhat. That way, next year, they can line up that one-on-one match with The Rock and Roman Reigns. One of the other can cost each other through that match, let Cody win the belt. Cody will go on and do his own thing while Rock and Roman will continue their feud, and they'll continue to tell that bloodline storyline, thinking, right, with Solo and all of those things, because eventually Solo is going to have to pick between his elder and Roman. He's going to have to. So they're, I think, lining something up here. I do, because obviously the goal is to create the atmosphere for Cody to win that match, but I also think the story is for next year's main event, Rock, Roman, head of the table, all of that. Because right now they're not going to have a head of the table match because they can't. It has to be for the belt. Solo is still another option that you throw in there. Like, there's so many things to think about in these variables and stuff like that. Like, it goes so much deeper than wrestling. You bring in family and you do all that. But WWE, I think, has really swerved us. I think we've been a little bit tricked here. Last night on Raw, Pat McAfee, as they were talking about the press conference that's going to be taking place on Thursday, Pat McAfee said that some news will be broken there. Everybody on that picture that you guys seen, it was like The Rock, Roman, Bianca Belair, all of them will be there. Cody Rhodes, all of them will be there for this press conference. Now, my only guess is that because I don't think that WWE is going to announce what is happening right away. I genuinely don't. I think we're going to have to work for this. We're really going to have to watch the show to see what's going on. Like, Triple H's WWE is so different from Vince's because now you have to watch, right? You don't have that, you're going to get an answer tonight or it's not going to make sense, whatever the case may be. We don't have that. No. Triple H is making us wait. That way next week we tune in because of how excited we are, which is a feeling that I've missed in my pro wrestling for a very long time. So I think we've been played. I think we've been swerved. I think it's all been just this crazy, uphill climb for us. And now it just feels like Cody's fighting even more adversity. So if you ask me in my personal humble take, it's that Cody is going to get his main event. Cody is going to win the title. We've talked about Elimination Chamber. We've talked about SummerSlam. We've talked about other pay-per-views and how he can win it there, the Bash of Berlin, blah, blah, blah. We've talked about all of those things, but there's only been one place that ever made sense for Cody. It didn't matter who it was against. It didn't matter who was in the match. The only thing that ever mattered was him winning the belt. That was it. The whole idea of Cody Rhodes was winning the belt. It doesn't need to happen at Elimination Chamber. It can't happen at SummerSlam. That's too long, in my personal opinion. The only place that this makes sense for is WrestleMania. You've already sold it out. Just make it happen. Give the people what they want. I think in Triple H's WWE, we will 1,000% be given what we want. I also seen a lot of people talking about how they think it is now turned into a work, which to that I say I agree. I do believe that at some point, maybe they did have the idea of Rock and Roman right now, but they jumped and when they seen what was happening and they were like, okay, well, we got to call somewhat of an audible here. Not an on-the-fly audible, but an audible at the very least. To be like, okay, we got to make some kind of massive change really fast because it's not going in our favor the way that we may have anticipated it in the first place. So these are just all thoughts. These are just all my opinions. Now, guys, if you're new here, again, definitely be sure to like this video. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel. You guys have been absolutely outstanding. I see all the love and support from you guys, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you guys want to have a Discord down below that you guys can go check out, come join the family, come hang out. We are building a community over in Discord, and I try to go live as much as I can, whether that be with Ango or by myself. Try to go live as much as I can. That way I can interact with you guys, talk to you guys, and we can enjoy conversation and whatnot. But at the end of the day, guys, I genuinely appreciate you, all your love, all your support. It means the world to me. But I want to say that is all I got. I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace.